Main problem is this plan of Cheryl's is a strange amount of attention our new guest has already gained. It had been only 20 hours ago that this man had arrived. His insane activity, nothing new here. A hospital like ours is its own social environment, like high school. When a new guy arrives, the big dogs have to test him. Is he alpha male or them? Believe me, we have some big dogs here. They decide, will they hate, fear, like, or loathe him? But old man Kardak, his only reason for being here is his age. He has nowhere else. He's a family friend of Dr. Dardanos, the owner as well as head administrator. They talk. That's the problem. I guess I should clarify that old age crack. Kardak's condition, although this is not my boss's opinion, is a natural response to living, especially as long as he has. Although there are questions about the quality of the records, they at least can prove that he is past 100. That puts him in the top 5% limits of aging humans. He feels depressed that all he knows is dead. He feels excluded by society as well as misunderstood. He has an overdeveloped sense of self-worth based upon the facts that as a doctor, he once was all that in a bag of chips. All this seems normal to me, the only exception that he believes death is after him, personally. Maybe that's normal for someone who was a med doctor, fought death for so long, and it will take it, and he thinks death will take it personally. Probably a long desire to be part of some grand design. For me, I guess, it would be some form of incarnation of insanity. Except I've overcome my religious stigmas. My main problem is sometimes I watch people way too long, instead of taking the actions I should. Sort of voyeur of life. Okay, old man, I think that's enough. The guy needs his rest. Just let him be.
What's with it, Ness, Luke? I don't have to explain myself to someone like you. Ever. I was a doctor before your daddy was an idea. I was a magi before your grandmother was dripping blood. I put more wives in the grave than you put women in your bed. Will the police come in with a screaming corpse, then less than a full day's recovering, needing his rest? It's not natural. It's not science. It's not new technology. It's magic. Plain and simple. Even Jesus took longer than that for the miracle of resurrection. Chances are that he's not here to see you. Oh, you sexy little red-headed minx. As far as you know, he's here for me. He wasn't dead because you can't kill death. Good night.
He's still suffering from a deep religious fable influence. I think that is to be expected, although he's a little too old to change. Not enough time. I do fear, though, that he has turned for the worst. He's Dardanos' case, though. Huh? They call them spitters. He screams, he yells, he spits. He hasn't done is communicate with us. Many theories as to what is going on and what causes it. The main one is overload. An experience, either real or imagined, has driven all senses into overload, triggering a primal fight or flight response. The cruel joke is current policy denies the subject either opinion or option. In Cheryl's theory, we have to add the AOD factor of a malfunctioning, enhanced, beyond control. If our subject is an MIA rogue AOD, then we may have a problem. A typical human in a controlled environment can only inflict limited amounts of damage to themselves. There are the appropriate law of nature, that the form not endanger its own survival. In fact, the human holds their breath and they try to suffocate themselves. They will pass out before they die. Then they will start breathing. It's all in accordance to survival instinct. Both anyone who is enhanced, as with an AOD soldier, they get structural enhancements to the bone structures, reweaving of muscle tissue with high-density materials, streamlined with neural responses, all while reducing the body's natural ways of determining pain, if not completely removing it. Basically, turbocharged the ride, but eliminated the gauges. Cases have shown them lifting over their own skeletal structure limits and shattering multiple bones in response. No, they are not Supermen. They can lift a car over their head, but when the full weight is supported, it will probably break. On top of that, they may not notice the damage, may not get help in time, then die.
I could die happy now. First, you pick me up in a limo. Then you take me to some secret club. After that, you ask me if I want to go back to your place. Against my usual policies, I say yes. So you drive me to your own boat, to your own island. Then in another limo, take me to your very own mansion. I know this sounds corny, but that was great. We have incredible sex, and now you're making me dinner. I think a second round may be coming your way, sexy. If I knew you were going to be this perfect, I would have said yes the first time you asked me.
Always knew you would be worth the wait. That's why I didn't give up.
This place is incredible. I know you said you were an artist, but I never met one that actually succeeded. So tell me, really, where did you get all the money from?
My parents died. I was the only child by blood. But my work does cover the cost of everything. Didn't Tara say the same kind of crap?
I'm sorry, you must miss them. But at least it gives you a chance to do your artwork and don't have to worry about a roof over your head. I wish mine had.
She keeps talking, hoping you'll slip up.
I don't mean to pry into your life, it just amazes me. I've known a lot of artists, and some of them deserved to have all this, but it just seems that the world just gives them shit. I mean, it's obvious that most artists, even the most basic, has more skill and talent than a bank manager. Yet who gets the big house? Then what do? They wait till the artist is dead to buy his work.